So we got the law to be upheld about the majority ownership among the citizens, right? And we also have this general principle that we've got to sell it for the highest possible price. So we have these two criteria that we must abide by, but they could potentially conflict. There could be cases where getting the highest bid would require that we not give majority ownership to the citizens. And so it could be tough to meet both of these criteria in a real world situation. So we're simply looking for a case, an example in the choices where getting the highest bid, selling it for the highest price, would prevent us from satisfying the criteria of giving majority ownership to the citizens. That's all we're looking for. And so I scanned through the choices looking for a situation where those two things are at odds. He says in the final sentence, any such restrictions will reduce the price at which they can sell it, at which they receive it for. And so those restrictions would lower the price, meaning they're not getting the highest possible price. And the principle in the stimulus required that they get the highest possible price. So E is an example of those two things being at odds in a real world situation. Now, choice A says the highest bid was received by a corporation majority owned by the citizens. So that sounds pretty good. Then we have a non-corporate, non-citizens purchasing a minority share. It's not really a problem for the principles in the stimulus. It's just simply a non-issue. Does that address the concern with A? Okay. Yeah, these are tough. It's definitely worth going through all five. And a lot of times they will make A seem pretty tempting, and so you pick A and move on and never even get to E. And so later in the section, some people like to go from E up to A, because on average sometimes E is more likely than A, or the D and E are more likely than A and B. Something to consider. I don't love doing things out of order, but I would at least not be too quick to choose A in general. Because they love to make you confidently pick something and move on where you don't even go through the rest. Yeah, if you're feeling time pressure, exactly. Exactly. All right. So if no other questions on this one, let's go on to 24.